Hi everyone and welcome back to Shane's Minis. In this video I'm going to take you through how I get some of my miniatures prepared and ready for painting. Specifically today we will be working on these. They are Plastic Soldier Company's 15mm World War II British Infantry. Right, shall we get started? Okay, so some of the tools that you will need for this video. They are a pair of clippers, a hobby knife, a couple of small files, a mould line scraper, here I'm using Games Workshop's, and last but not least for the two-part models you will need a small amount of plastic glue. So the first thing we're going to do is take our clippers and carefully trim the first figure off the sprue. There we go. Now I'm going to have a quick look at the figure, see if there are any mould lines that need removing or any bits that we can trim off using the clippers. So there's a bit on his helmet just here. So give that a quick clip. And this guy isn't looking too bad. So the last thing I'll do, take my mould line scraper and just run it over the helmet a couple of times, just to get rid of that small burr of plastic that was on the top. So that is our first figure off the sprue and ready for mounting. Now this particular figure here, he's got a mould line running right down the front. I hope that the camera can pick that out. In order to get rid of this, all we will do is take our mould line scraper and scrape gently along it until the line of excess plastic has been scraped off. And there we go, that mould line is cleaned up a bit better now. I'll just finish it off so it's perfect. The final two models on this sprue are in two pieces each. I've trimmed them off the sprue and cleaned them up exactly the same as I've done for the others, and now all I need to do is add a tiny amount of plastic glue to put the figures together. Okay, that's the Bren gunner, and now just for his loader. Now these can be a bit tricky, but that one seems to have gone together pretty well. So there we go. That is all the models trimmed off the sprue, cleaned up using either the scraper, the files, or if you're feeling brave, the hobby knife, but be very careful with these because they are extremely sharp. The final stage for getting our miniatures ready for painting is to mount them on something to make it a little easier to handle them. So for this I like to use lollipop sticks, and to stick them down I use glue dots. Now you can use other things, you can use either super glue or hot glue. I just prefer using glue dots because it's quicker and easier. They still maintain that they're stable on the lollipop sticks, but it's not so hard to get them off once you finish painting them so you can base them properly. Right, so all we need to do here is get our first lollipop stick, take one of the glue dots off the roll, like so, stick that onto the end of the lollipop stick, and just peel away the paper. As you can see there now, we have a glue dot ready and waiting on the lollipop stick. So simply take your figure, press them down gently, and there we go. So that one is now mounted on the lollipop stick and he is ready for painting. So I'll just get on and stick the rest down now then. As you can now see, I've got each and every figure attached to the lollipop stick using the glue dots. Now this is going to help us later on when we come to paint them. It makes them easier to handle, and basically it's just convenience for us with painting figures at such a small scale. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that's been useful to you, and join me in a future video where I'll show you how I paint my World War II British infantry.